is up, everybody? Matt here, back again with another video for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Michael Jackson album, Off the Wall. It was recorded between December 1978 and June 1979, and it was released on August 10th of 1979. The producers on this record were Jackson and Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson had worked together previously on The Wiz in 1978, and Jackson had expressed a desire to collaborate with Quincy Jones. And they did find a very good mutual friendship that would last pretty much all through Jackson's life. And he wanted to break free of the kind of Jackson 5 mold that he had set forth for himself and really record a true solo album that he could be proud of, which he was allowed to do, of course, with his father's permission. This album would bring in a number of collaborators such as Rod Temperton, Stevie Wonder, and Paul McCartney. The album was engineered by Bruce Sweden, who would later go on to work with Jones and Jackson on the next album, Thriller. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough was #1 in the United States, and apparently the theme of it just kind of came to Jackson, and he just hummed it a lot when he was making breakfast and stuff. He didn't know how to play the piano though, so he hummed it for his brother and Randy, and he transcribed it onto the piano. Jackson's mother was actually kind of horrified when she heard it the first time. She thought it was a little too sexual. But Jackson assured her that that was not his intent, that people would make of the song, you know, what they wanted to. The music video for this was directed by Nick Saxon, and it's pretty funny to watch it now because it's just Michael Jackson dancing in front of a green screen. I mean, it was the early days of music videos, so, you know, what did you expect? But it's just interesting, you know, to go from that to the hyper production values of Thriller or Smooth Criminal, you know. Just very cool to see how the music video thing with Michael Jackson actually started. The song Rock With You was actually originally offered to Karen Carpenter, who turned it down. It was written by Rod Temperton. It was another #1 hit off the album, and another very interesting early video for Jackson. It's just him in like a silver sparkly outfit dancing in front of laser effects. Again, it's cool. I mean, it's cool for the time. And to compare it with, you know, again, things like Thriller, Smooth Criminal, Ghosts, it's, yeah, it's very interesting. Working Day and Night was never released as a single, but it still received heavy radio airplay. It was one of those songs that, you know, I heard that and it just blew me away. I thought it was so cool because it was so fast. In fact, it's one of Jackson's fastest songs at 128 beats per minute, so very cool. They did something really neat with this in the Cirque show for Michael Jackson 1. It was a guy and he was on a bench and he had a suitcase, and it was like a puppet thing. The glove would come out and then the hat would come out and the shades and stuff. It was really cool. It's so hard to describe, but if you've seen that show, you know what I'm talking about. Very cool. Probably, I want to say it's my favorite song off the album, but I really do love every track. But that one, that's a good one to listen to in the morning to kind of get yourself ready to go for the day. So recommend that one. Off the Wall was also written by Rod Temperton and was also offered to Karen Carpenter. Man, she just keeps popping up here, doesn't she? The song Girlfriend was written by Paul McCartney with the intent of giving it to Michael Jackson. He wanted to write a song for him to sing. And I don't know what happened, but for some reason Wings recorded it first with McCartney, and then Jackson did his cover of it for this particular album. They would obviously work together again on Thriller, Pipes of Peace, and then of course after the ATV Music Publishing debacle, their relationship pretty much soured. So, but it's cool to hear that track on here, you know, McCartney writing for someone else, and that's pretty cool to hear it on this. The song She's Out of My Life, written by Tom Baylor about Karen Carpenter. She wasn't offered it, it was written about her. Although he later clarified that he wrote it while they were still together. He was dating another girl at the time, and that relationship was kind of ending, and he was kind of going into his relationship with Karen Carpenter, but eventually it just kind of, elements of that did work their way into the song. So 2 songs written for her, 1 song written about her. I don't know what the deal is with her, but yeah. Quincy Jones wanted to give that particular song to Frank Sinatra to sing. And he, you know, thought, you know what, it would be really good for Michael to sing, so he gave it to him. Quincy Jones said of the recording process, you know, that Michael broke down every time they recorded it. At the end of this track, you can hear Michael's voice kind of break, and he starts crying at the end of it. And they said that that happened pretty much every time they recorded. And he was like, you know what? That's part of the song. That's part of the emotional impact of this piece. It needs to stay in there. I'm very happy it is. It's an incredibly emotional song. Very, very beautiful piece. Other tracks on the album include Get on the Floor, I Can't Help It, which was authored by Stevie Wonder, and Burn This Disco Out. When the album came out, it just broke all expectations people had of Michael Jackson at the time. You know, it broke the mold of him being part of the Jackson 5. He was his own guy now. He could do what he wanted to do. And people could hear that in his voice. It sounded new, it sounded free, it was fresh. You know, there was an energy to the album. It's a mega success. It's been certified 8 times platinum. Obviously, tons of number ones on this record. I love this record. It's so, so good. It's, you know, people do those stupid challenges on YouTube like, don't laugh and don't cringe. I dare somebody to put on this album and not dance to it in some way. That's just like one of these records. It's so, so cool to put on that record, and you feel the music in you, man. It's really cool. It's cool to see his growth on this too. I really do consider this part of the trilogy of this, Thriller, and Bad, and you can definitely see that arc of him as an artist, creating this incredible music. And to me, it shows that disco and dance music doesn't have to be this repetitive earworm, you know, garbage that just gets stuck in your head for the sake of getting stuck in your head. It can be well-crafted, well-produced music that is just amazing, that is really, really good. And they understood that with this particular record. It's very well put together. That you could do something with dance and electronic and disco that's really fun and different and that people genuinely enjoy. Like I said, I love this record. I think it's so amazingly cool, and I can't put it on and not boogie a little bit to it, so yeah. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you like my channel, subscribe! And, you know, leave a comment below if you have a record that you'd like me to take a look at, whether it be Michael Jackson or someone else. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Check out my other videos too. There's a lot of good ones that I've gotten there. And yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday weekend. I will see you guys next time.